The HR journey actually begins when you are a student, and the right curriculum need to be developed as well as how it is taught so that you can use that in your working environment. In 2018, in partnership with TAPME, we developed a 2-year postgraduate diploma course using SHRM's competency model and embedding the SHRM certification in it. And it's my proud moment that that 2 years journey was really a great journey with an institute like TAPME, because all the students who gave the exam, they not only cleared the 2-year exam at the TAPME, which is a very rigorous exam, but they also cleared the SHRM certification. So some of the students are here, and we would like to, these are young leaders for tomorrow. So this is where the journey began. And I will now request Emily to say what is SHRM doing globally and how SHRM is totally committed to academia and academicians.
So once again, lifelong learning, and the cycle begins before they enter the workplace. We're thrilled that in the States, we've been working in partnership with our institutions of higher education to provide curriculum so that our students are learning everything they need to learn about being in the workplace and HR before graduating. They make them better applicants, and they're better people for having experienced our certification process. We're excited to learn and to work globally now on doing these types of events with institutions of higher education abroad as well in the States. Thank you for your commitment. 2 years is a long time, but thank you for implementing it in such a manner that we've had this great success with all of the students.
I would request Professor Madhu Veeraraghavan to say a few words on their experience on working with SHRM as well as working with the students in regard to the SHRM certification as well as the curriculum.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ashil and Emily and Sandal, and thank you for having us. I have a quick PowerPoint presentation that I can just go through if you don't mind.
Sure.
The slides are up. So,
yeah. Do you want to use the podium?
Yeah, if you can just put the slides up for me. You have a clicker that I can use? Okay, perfect. Just this one? Move this one? Okay, great. So thank you. Delighted to be here. This is the beautiful campus at TAPME Manipal. It's a 44-acre campus. I love to start my presentation with this sort of picture. If you haven't come to Manipal, I invite you to come to the campus. So the founder is late Shri T.A. Pai. Started in 1980. At that point, it was called the Manipal Institute of Management. It was renamed as T.A. Pai. Popularly known as TAPME Manipal now. We are reputed for academic rigor, as Achal mentioned. We have over 5,000 alumni who actually hold responsible positions, and 1/4 hold CXO roles. And a couple of the alums are actually here. I'm delighted to have them as well. Our mission is very simple, to excel in postgraduate management education, research, and practice. We are not an undergrad school. We only do the PGDM program. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about the HR program that Achal and Emily mentioned. So we are an AACSB, which is a global body that accredits business school, and AMBER, one of 5 schools in India out of the 5,000 business schools that have got both the American body and the UK body accrediting. We are AACT approved, of course. We have very few schools in India have got the NBA, which is a 5-year accreditation process. We are a member of the PRIME, the United Nations PRIME, Principles for Responsible Management Education. We're also part of the Beta Gamma Sigma chapter as well, so which regards outstanding talent. So I told you one of 5 double crown schools in India to have both the AACSB and AMBER. And we are now preparing for EQUIS, which is a European body that accredits business schools around the world. Very quickly, to give you a sense of where the ranking is, the very recent Outlook ranking which came out literally just 4 or 5 days ago. We're ranked number 7 in India, so that's just Outlook magazine, and around the country, multiple rankings put us between 15 to 20 when you have all business schools included. We're also delighted to inform that we are one of 4 schools in India to make it to the QS World Rankings. That only happened last week. So we're now the 101 band. This is the PGDM core program that got ranked in the QS World Ranking alongside IIM Indore, IIM Udaipur. You can see that IIM Bangalore and Ahmedabad as well, and Calcutta. So very quickly, let's go to the PGDM program. The reason why we're here is we have a vision for the program. And the vision is to create the next generation HR leaders who will help organizations and people achieve their potential, contribute to society and nation building. This mission actually came as a result of a very strong advisory board that I will talk to you in a moment. But how do we work this program? So the simple point is value creation through people. And a curriculum, as Achal mentioned in opening remarks, is designed in collaboration with SHRM. We give scholarship to every student who takes the SHRM CP exam. Flexible summer internships. The normal internships is roughly 2 months. We can go up to 3.5 to 4 months if companies do want that. We have live projects, case studies, faculty-guided project, and that's because it's a 120-hour sort of requirement to develop deeper understanding of reality. So I will show you a few examples. This is a very strong advisory board. So the advisory board, for each of the programs we have at TAPME, we have senior advisory board members who actually help look at what are the things we need to do in terms of program building. And the mission actually came as a result of the first advisory board meeting. So Professor Chandrasekhar Sripada, who's a professor at ISB, D.N. Prasad, a very senior TAPMEan, used to head Google in Singapore. Now he's a senior director at Government of Tech Singapore. Deep Diyo is actually SHRM advisory director, associate director. Deepak Reddy, another very senior TAPMEan on the board. Nishit Mohanty, who heads the group HR at Manipal Group. Sintha Cherian, SVP at Wipro. And Yogesh Shiram, everybody would know, SVP at Larsen Toubro. So these are the advisory board members who work very closely with us. Meetings happen at the Manipal campus, and we have a very clear agenda to draw out. And so a lot of the initiatives that you will see in the program is a result of great contributions by the advisory board. So the 13 people, the 13 students who actually took the exams, and they're eligible to take exams, the other 18 eligible to take in December, and they got through the exams the first go, and 3 of the 13 students are actually here, and at some point in the next few minutes, I could invite them. I can invite them right now if you like. So Kriti, Batra, Rashi, and Maria, these are the 3 students who are actually with us today from Manipal. So please join me in welcoming them, and also your congratulations. So these are the 13 who actually got through the first set of students in India to get through the SHRM CP exams. We do a lot of work with corporate engagement. So the key thing for TAPME is to work very closely with corporates. We have an annual event called Disha, which is the conclave where we have roughly 150 to 160 companies come to campus. And I just wanted to give you a quick snapshot of the sorts of firms that came in the last couple of months. We have this event in August of each year. It's a beautiful time to come to Manipal because that's the monsoon time and it absolutely rains cats and dogs. So all of the very leading people had come to campus and spoke to our HR group and to other PGDM programs as well. We also had very special HR guest lectures that happens at TAPME, and we invited very, very senior people to come and talk. So we would love to have more of you come to our campus and talk to our students and to sort of give your experience and expertise to them. Our pedagogy, we work, these are publishing case studies with SHRM, so I've listed out a few topics. Obviously at lunchtime, I don't want to stand between you and lunch, so at some point we can maybe talk to students or to us, and we can share some projects with you if that's of interest to you. So some of the examples we have listed and some of the companies for whom the case studies are sort of listed here. So there are also gender gap, and there are also faculty-guided projects. So these are some of the projects that I thought I'll quickly outline, and if something catches your eye and you really wanted to have a chat with us, we'd be delighted to do so. Then the workshops, we do a lot of workshops. So in a business school, you don't do too many sort of courses. You do them, but you really want to go for the overkill. So we get a lot of industry experts to come and do workshops. So for example, on digital agility in HR and competency mapping and talent acquisition, compensation benefits workshops. So a number of these workshops happen around, normally in weekends, because it's a residential program. Students stay inside the campus. So we get the experts to come on a Friday night, and or Saturday, Sunday we do the workshops, and they also get a lot of sort of benefits outside the classroom. Then a quick snapshot about the courses they end up doing. So this is not just a pure HR program. We understand it. That's where the focus is, but they also do sort of other management courses, for example, operations and financial considerations in HR, and they're doing that currently. They did all their sort of major HR courses in the first, and then the sort of, the management courses in the second year. So microeconomics, Salesforce, IT for HR, HR analytics. It gives you a sort of snapshot of how we do these courses, and sort of the courses we do. We also have done live projects, and I thought we'll just list out a few examples, not too many, but we'll give you a good picture of some of these are ongoing, some of these are complete. So Vatsal is actually doing some work with LLE. In fact, he had his internship at LLE as well. Sonakshi is also working with Navneet and Shinovia with Monica. So there are several students who are currently working on live projects. And so if there are projects that you really want students to work on, do let us know, and we'll be very happy to engage with you. Some quick sort of testimonials from students who had extended internships, and obviously business schools have got to be very flexible. You really cannot tell people, no, we only have 2 months to spare. So if there is a firm that wants a 4-month internship, you really have to make that happen. And one of the key things about TAPMI's program is A, it's experiential, and B, we're very, very flexible. So there are programs, for example, where we have 6 months internships. Then each student has their own Coursera license, and they come back and they take the exams. So that is quite critical for us. We can just move on from here. And just quickly, the batch of 2020, where there's 3 students are here representing their batch of 2020. So these are companies that are sort of engaged with us on internships, and now the final placements have just started, and a couple of them already got PPOs as well, so which is the pre-placement office. And very quickly, the summer internship, we had a highest stipend of 200,000, I think LLE, and the average stipend sort of gives you a profile, the sorts of profiles we've got for them when they did the first year internship program. So HR generalist, talent acquisition, training and development, analytics, employee engagement, compensation benefits, and diversity inclusion, which was a great session. I enjoyed every moment of it, Emily, when you chaired that. The fireside chat was brilliant. I mean, I could just see so many things that I sort of learning from that conversation that you had. So that was a very important topic for us as well. Finally, I think we're done. That's the batch of 31. So 3 of them are here today with us, and we cannot thank SHRM for giving us the platform to be able to celebrate excellence with all of you, and to present at least 3 students here who could make it. The other students couldn't make it because the placement season is on, so they're sitting interviews. Others would have loved to get all the 13. And this is the second picture of the campus. I always start and conclude my presentations with the campus pictures. So stunning little campus. I invite all of you to come to Manipal. And thank you, SHRM, for giving us the platform to celebrate this great event. Thank you very much.